So I applied for Peace Corps and was a water and sanitation volunteer in Nueva Vizcaya. I met with a young lady by the name of Gemma Bulos, and that was in 2006. We started working together and ended up developing and founding a single drop for safe water. Originally we didn't have any long-term plans, but what we found was that there was a great demand for water and sanitation. A single drop for safe water works in water, sanitation and hygiene. We call that WASH. The way that we work is that we work on the three sectors that are involved in WASH. The first one is demand. Demand is the need of people needing WASH to improve their lives. The second one is supply, which is the ability to not only supply materials and equipment, but also to manage the supply of those services. And the third one is governance. Governance is having government or service providers take responsibility for provision of services, provision of equitable services. And what we found is that traditional WASH development concentrates on supply. But what we've discovered is that you actually, to have sustainable WASH service development, you need to have an intersection of all three: governance, supply and demand. One of the key things that we found that is a hindrance to WASH development is the perception at large of what WASH development is. WASH development is seen in the movies as people coming from outside building wells and building water systems and supplying those to the grateful people on the ground. The reality is that WASH is not about pipes and pumps and wells and filters. It's about people. It's about people taking responsibility for it, about having the capacity for it, people regulating it, people conserving their resources, etc. I think communities are starting to become more open and more self-determining. What we've done is created a culture within the organization for people to adapt. We develop the programs together. We have involved stakeholders from communities and LGUs in a lot of our product development, so that they come in and they tell us, what did you do good, what did you do bad. We're all learning together. It's a team effort. My role in that team is coming up with direction, bringing everything together, but the actual development work and the implementation on the ground is the people on the ground, the people that you saw today, and the rest of the management team. They're the ones that micromanage those things. To me, those kind of experiences, working with staff and watching them at work, watching their growth, watching them get confidence, those are the things that inspire me to keep doing this. Within WASH as a sector, I see that there is the potential for a paradigm shift. And if we can create within local governments and communities the ability to actually formulate their demands and say, this is where we are, and this is where we want to be, and this is how we want to get there, and this is the help that we need from you, then you can seriously address those issues that really affect the bottom of the pyramid here within the Philippines. We're doing it in WASH, and we know that WASH is it's a big development issue, but it's not the biggest issue that faces the Philippines. And we hope that through the way that we do WASH, maybe that will impact those sectors that it's important for. I'm Kevin Lee, and I'm an Ashoka Fellow.